everyone, today I will show you how to do a Deville Jade or a no hands jade, as there are no hands on the pole. So first I will demonstrate. Okay, so what's important here is to have some hip flexor flexibility. It's not so much as tough on your hamstring. You do want some hamstring flexibility. So make sure to warm up your front splits before you try and warm up those hamstrings or warm up your hip flexors. So this comes from more of a jasmine type position. So you want to get into your jasmine position, which looks like this, from an invert, or you can descend into it. You don't have to have an invert necessarily to do this. You can descend down into it from hooking the leg. But I'll go ahead and just invert into an outside leg hang to show you. Get a little spin to show you. Outside leg hang. Pull yourself up. Reach above that leg. Other hand, pointer finger down to push. And then the straight leg, you want to get that straight leg into your hip crease. So here you have your jasmine. Now your free arm, this arm that I'm weaving with, will reach across the body and pull that straight leg into your chest. So you will see, as you pull this leg towards your chest, you will be getting a contact point here in your waistline. And then this bottom arm can start to slide down as you continue to focus on pulling this leg. And the more you pull on this leg, the more you can get a contact point in your waistline. And then this leg, you will focus on pushing down. It's a little bit of a seesaw, a little bit of a balancing game to find where you like to keep that. So as you first learn this, don't be surprised if it feels like you're out of balance or you're kind of teeter-tottering, wobbling like so. That's pretty normal until you find your grip point. It'll be right here, right above your hip bone, in a little lower actually, a little lower than your waist, right above the hip bone. That's where that main contact point will be. And then a little bit inner thigh as well. So I'll show you again and talk you through a few more points. So jasmine, or come from an outside leg hang. Pull yourself up, pointer finger down, and then the arm that was on the top, it'll reach across the body, starting to reach for my calf muscle here, and I pull in to my chest. And then I slide the bottom arm down, unwind the hooked leg as I slide this bottom arm down to slowly find my balance and pull. And I arch back, start to look to the ground. My contact point has come into my inner thigh as well now. And I focus on pushing this back leg down. Now, you have the option, if you want to advance it, you can take opposite arm to the leg and back, pull that leg down, and get more of an arch in your back. Rehook the leg that was closest to you to come out of it. So this is one that just takes a little bit of practice to find your comfort and to find your balance. It'll probably take more than one session of practicing this to really get it. And you do not have to have flat splits on the ground to make it look pretty flat. Although you do need pretty decent hip flexor flexibility, like I mentioned. So that might be more of a limiting factor. The hamstring flexibility is not as important because you have to focus on that back leg pushing down enough. And then especially if you're doing the one where you're grabbing that back leg, you'll need a lot of that hip flexor flexibility and quad, even flexibility in your quad a little bit there because you're pulling like this. So a good stretch you can do ahead of time too is to hold on to the pole, grab this here and stretch. Hold on to the pole. You can even grab to the opposite foot to make it more similar and grab it and pull it back. My side I don't usually do is a little more stiff, and you should be able to tell. So try both sides as well. It might surprise you. And the key here is you must come from that chest up position so that you're able to pull the leg across and pull it into your body. It's different from a regular jade. Let me show you the regular jade so you can see the difference. So regular jade, it's more, you're already down. Head is down already. And the no hands jade, your chest is up. So this is regular jade. You're still doing a big pull across, but your head and chest is already down because you're able to, on this one, you're kind of plattering over your hand. And it's more, you have more contact in your armpit for the regular jade. For the no hands jade, there's not much contact in your armpit. It's much more just the inner thigh and the waist. So you need to make sure you're sitting up more, your chest is up more. If you start to fall back too much, you'll end up going into a jade with the hand support. Okay, one more time. I'm gonna go up a little. So I sit myself up, pull myself up, pointer finger down, jasmine, pull outside arm. My chest is still way up. It's not down like a regular jade. Pull across. I start to slide the bottom hand down at the same time as I unwind the leg. And I push that pull. It's getting pushed into above my hip bone in the waistline. And then I pull this leg in. Now to make it very flat, you'll want to squeeze both legs, arch through the back. And then if you're comfortable, like I said, you can take opposite arm to reach the leg behind you. It's much easier with heels. And arch. Rehook that same leg and come on up. So that is how we do the Deville Jade or the no hands jade.